Hello students, welcome one more time. Let's start with our class. I'm gonna share your classroom presentation tool in order to start with the class for today. Yeah, there it is. It's uploading now. It's uploading your classroom presentation tool. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Ok, everybody, let's open your books. También mencionarles, chicos, por ahí, si es que alguien aún no pudo adquirir su libro, solamente va a tener el plazo esta semana, ¿ya? ¿Por qué? Porque a partir de la siguiente, la editorial pues se va a encargar de, o bueno, el señor del punto de venta va a devolver los libros que sobraron a la editorial de Lima. Entonces recuerden que lo que hay acá es solamente un punto de venta, ¿no? Porque la distribuidora es directamente desde Lima, ¿ya? Entonces, si es que ya el señor o de la editorial se recoge todos los libros para que luego puedan adquirirlo, va a ser más complicado, ¿no? Porque ya no van a haber libros acá, van a tener que hacer pedido hasta la ciudad de Lima y demás, les va a salir un poco más costoso, entonces procuren, please, si por ahí alguien aún no tiene su libro, procure adquirirlo esta semana, ¿ya? ¿Ok? Well, now students, let's see. We're talking about this the previous class, right? We're talking about my behavior, right? We're talking about my behavior. There is the grammar, the zero conditional. Estuvimos hablando acerca del zero conditional, right? Recuerda, aquí tú tienes que tener en cuenta algo muy importante, ¿no? ¿Qué es lo que te dice? Te dice en esta situación, what do you do, ¿no? If you have a really important exam. ¿Cuál es la característica del zero conditional? Es pues de que, como su mismo nombre te dice, te va a mostrar una oración principal y te va a mostrar una oración que es una condicional, ¿no? ¿Cuál es la condicional? For example, if you have a really important exam, si tienes un important exam, ¿no? O perdón, si tengo, if I have a really important exam, ¿qué es lo que hago? I study. Aquí we can change. También podemos cambiar el orden, ¿no? You say, I study a lot, y aquí está the condition, la condicional. If I have a really important exam. ¿Ya? De esa manera es en la cual ustedes van a tener que trabajar. ¿Ya? Okay, well, now I'm going to say something. Vamos a hacer algo más. There it is. There it is. Okay, yeah. This is something that we are going to work today. Ahora sí, vamos a trabajar on this new topic. What's this we have here? Education controversy. It says, reading. Do you think a video games can be educational? Why or why not? What do you think of it? I'm gonna ask, por aquí tenemos varios Minecrafteros, tenemos varios que son full gamers, así que vamos a hacer the question. Ok, excuse me, Venancio, do you think that video games can be educational? Yes or no? What do you think, Venancio? Alfred? Hmm? Are you there? Vamos, Alfred. Tell me. What do you think about this? Activate the microphone, please. Activamos nuestro microphone, Alfred. Do you think that video games can be educational? Yes or no? Hmm? What do you think? What do you think, Alfred? Can be educational? Yes or no? The video games. Hmm? Venancio? I don't listen. Okay. Activa tu microphone, Alfred. Activa tu microphone. Vamos, tell me. Yes or no, Alfred? Ok, chicos, es importante que tengan al día sus micrófonos. O sea, el Zoom tiene una herramienta que dice comprobar, ¿no? Probar altavoz y micrófono. Entonces ahí tú pruebas, ¿no? Si tienes algún problema, pues conecta, puedes utilizar los audífonos del celular, no, perdón, los hands-free del celular que tiene micrófono, o también puedes usar, pues, esos micrófonos que vienen en esos audios, tipo orejeras, ¿ya? Entonces, recuerda que la participación creo que ya les he mencionado, no, sí les he mencionado porque a todos los salones estuve mencionando esto, de que la participación se considera en cuanto al speaking, ¿ya? En cuanto a lo que es el habla, ¿no? Entonces, si tú no estás trabajando de esta manera, no vas a tener la respectiva calificación, ¿no? ¿De dónde te voy a poner una nota de speaking en clase, de participación en clase, del speaking, sobre todo? ¿Ya? Así que hay que tener en cuenta ese detalle, ¿ya? Ok, another student, Antonio, what about you, Antonio? Do you think video games can be educational? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, why? Why is the reason?
Well, the reason for is the games could be, no sé si lo podría decir en español.
Try to say in English. Trata de usar la mayor cantidad de English. A ver. Vamos, tell me.
Someone, some video games.
Hmm? Why is educational? ¿De qué manera te ayuda? I don't know. Read, memory.
Could be content histories that that we are learn someone.
Okay, the history. Yeah.
For example, ya lo tengo que decir en español, discúlpeme. Hay
Okay.
historias a veces que hay historias que a veces sí juegan un papel más emocional y trascienden. Por ejemplo, rompen la cuarta pared al hablar, tratar de hablar directamente con el jugador. Por ejemplo, hay algunos juegos en los que tomas tus decisiones, que las decisiones que tú tomas cambian el rumbo de la historia y cambian el final. Da a
Okay.
entender de que también en parte las decisiones que tú tomes van a tomar cierto rumbo en lo que piensen las personas.
Okay. You can say in English, come on, no? The history of a
I can
life,
try.
right?
I can try. Sorry.
Your decisions, no? Have a result, right? Decisions, a
Yes, right.
result. Okay? Yeah, great,
Yeah.
great,
Sorry.
come on.
Sorry for my nervous.
No problem, no problem. That's okay. Yeah, that's great. That's an interesting opinion. That's interesting, right? Yeah. For example, if you make some choices, no, they are gonna change the history. And that's true, ¿no? Por eso te dicen que ya, the butterfly effect. ¿Alguna vez escucharon the butterfly effect? El efecto mariposa. Even there is a movie about that. Inclusive hay una película acerca del efecto mariposa, the butterfly effect. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, ¿no? ¿Qué te dice? Inclusive hasta el aleteo de una mariposa puede cambiar el rumbo de la historia. That's right, that's true, ¿no? If you change the past, ¿no? Cambias the past, cambias el pasado, you change the past, the future is gonna change a lot, ¿no? Entonces, that's true, interesting. Now, let's see, students. We have to read the article. It says, what do many parents feel about video games? What do you think? Pero tus parents, camones, ¿piensan lo mismo que tú about video games? What do you think? Okay, we are going to discover here. What do parents think and what do specialists think about video games?
Lesson D. Education Controversy. Page 10. Exercise 1. Reading. Are video games educational?
Many parents have a bad feeling about video games. Some believe that if they allow their children to play video games, they won't do well in school. Others feel that too many video games, especially violent ones, make children feel angry and nervous. If their kids spend a lot of time playing games alone, some parents are afraid that they will feel lonely and have a hard time making friends. But recent studies suggest a more positive side to video games and that video games are helping students to learn, to make friends, and to build important skills. One of the biggest advantages of playing video games is that they give the brain a great workout. Every gamer knows that when you are playing video games, you have to think fast and make decisions quickly. In some really hard games, players have to learn how to form strategies, plan their actions, and manage their time. Studies also show that many video games are helping students to improve math and reading skills. Video games can also bring students together and help them make friends. In multiplayer games, players must work with their team to achieve a goal. Some games give players a chance to be leaders and increase their confidence. Physically, scientists believe that video games may help to manage stress, improve eyesight, and increase hand-eye coordination. In many ways, video games are helping to make learning new skills more fun. Perhaps someday, video games will be a bigger part of a student's education.
Okay, yeah, we have some interesting information here, right, about video games. Now the question here is, what do many parents feel about video games? What do you think? Let me ask. Ok, hey chicos, estoy viendo varios chicos que están con la cámara apagada y otros que están enfocando a la pared. Ojo, no se considera el apuntar a la pared como si estuvieran con la cámara presente, chicos. ¿Ah? Última llamada de atención. ¿Ya? Yo no puedo estar en esta situación porque, vuelvo a repetir, ya les he dicho anteriormente que la supervisión entra en el momento que menos te esperas, ¿no? Y si entran a supervisar mi clase, pues a mí me va a llamar la atención cuando estoy permitiendo a varios alumnos que estén con la cámara apagada o cuando estén con la cámara apuntando a otro lugar, que estén apuntando a la pared, al techo, no sé. Ya, entonces, pues, lamentablemente voy a tener que retirar. Esta es la última llamada de atención. No voy a estar llamando la atención a cada momento. Ya, esta es la última llamada de atención. Luego voy a proceder a retirar a los alumnos de clase. Lo siento mucho. ¿Ok? Vamos. I was asking, please, another student, Ventura. What do parents feel about video games, Ventura? What's the feeling of the father, of the parents? ¿Qué piensan los parents acerca de los video games?
Have a bad feeling about the video games.
Very good, Adriana. No, that's a good information. It says, no, in this part, no, many parents have bad feeling, bad feeling about video games. Yeah, no. For example, what do they believe? They believe that if they allow to children to play video games, they won't do well at school. No, los parents think that the children won't do well in school. No van a hacer o no van a responder bien at the school. What else? Others feel that too many video games, especially violent ones, make children feel angry and nervous. No? These things say parents. No? Now, if their kids spend a lot of time playing games alone, some parents are afraid that they will feel lonely and have hard time making friends. No van a ser forever alone, si les va a costar hacer amigos, no, hard time making friends. Okay, this is the feeling about the parents. Esto es lo que los parents piensan acerca de los video games, right? But what about the studies? Hmm? What do you think? What do you think? What say the studies? ¿Qué dicen los studies? The recent studies, los estudios más recientes. Hmm? What do they say, students? I'm gonna ask, let me see. Who is here? Who is here? I'm gonna ask Torres. A ver, Torres. What does recent studies say about video games? Do they suggest something positive or negative, the recent studies?
Negative.
Negative, the recent studies. Are you sure? What says here? Recent studies. What do you think, Torres? The recent studies. Positive or negative things about video games? Positive, right? They say positive. On this part, look. No, a positive side of the video games, no? Why? Why? The recent study says something interesting on this part, no? What? Suggests that video games are helping the students what? To learn. Okay, yeah, they say are helping the students to learn. What else? Make friends, ¿no? Okay. O sea que los que juegan video games no son forever alone. They can make friends too. También pueden hacer friends, ¿no? And build important skills. Y también importantes skills. What are skills? Habilidades. Okay? What else? What are the advantages? What are the advantages? A ver, tell me please. Let me check. Shari Pajares, what are the advantages? What are the advantages, Shari? Shari, are you there? Ok, chicos, recuerden, hay que probar su micrófono antes de ingresar a la clase, ¿ya? Si tienen por ahí algún problema con su micrófono, tratar de solucionarlo. Ok, another student, let me see. Angela, tell me, Angela, Quispe Baltasar, what are the advantages of playing video games? Ingresa Shari donde dice probar altavoz y micrófono. Ahí vas a poder verificar si efectivamente está funcionando o no tu micrófono, ¿ya? Si no, para que puedas seleccionar algún otro dispositivo, ¿ya? Ok, vamos, Angela, Luceli. What are the advantages? You don't know? A ver, Luceli, I want you to read this part. A ver, vas a leer esta parte. ¿Qué dice Luceli? A ver. Vamos, Angela, tell me, please. ¿Qué nos dice acá? Angela? One of the biggest
advantage of playing video games
is that they give the brain a great workout. Excellent, a great workout. Thank you very much, Angela, ¿no? ¿Qué te dice? Ajá, advantage. Okay, what is an advantage? A great workout to the brain. Ayuda a que tu cerebro pueda ejercitarse. A great workout. What else? Every gamer knows that you are playing video games, you have to think. What's the other advantage? Think fast. O sea, pensar rápido. Think fast. ¿Ya? Como decía nuestro amigo Camones, to make decisions, to take decisions, right? What else? ¿No? Decisions quickly, las decisiones pero de manera más rápida. ¿No? In some really hard games, players have to learn how to form strategies, right? Then this is so important too. Strategies, no? They have to make a plan to manage their time. No, what else? Improve in sometimes math and reading skills. Habilidades, tanto en math and in reading. Okay? Now, these are some advantages. What else? What else? Here says that the video games also, además, bring students together. Yeah, to make and help them make friends. Okay, yeah, right? Some people playing video games, they make friends too. So in multiplayer games, right? They have to work in teams, tienen que trabajar in teams, right? To achieve a goal, to win. Okay, what else? Some of them have the chance to be leaders. Even they can be leaders, pueden ser leaders, right? And it helps them to increase confidence. Y de esa manera va a crecer what's the confidence, right? La confianza. What else? Physically, this is in the part of physically, no? Scientists believe that video games may help to manage stress. Okay, if you are stressful, si estás muy estresado, yeah, you can play a video game and you can relax, right? Yeah. Sometimes what else? No, improve eyesight. What is eyesight? No, eyesight, la visión, and increase hand-eye coordination. ¿En qué? En que tus hands y tus eyes tienen que estar coordinados, right? When you play video games. Yeah, you know, it could be helpful in those ways, no? Here it says, in many ways, video games are helping to make learning new skills more fun. Perhaps some days video games will be a bigger part of a student's education. Yeah, obviously this is or that you have to consider that this is something like permitted or no extra, yeah, extra hard. You don't have to spend extra hard hours, yeah, on this part. Okay, ya, siempre hay que considerar esto, chicos, que no es pues para exagerar, right? Esto es para considerar o utilizarlo de forma medida. Okay, yeah. Well, now we have some questions to answer here. It says, read the article again. Vamos a volver a leer el artículo de ser necesario and complete the chart by listing 3 skills that video games can help students in each area. For example, no, here we have thinking skills, social skills, and physical skills. Here, for example, in thinking skills, improve time management skills. What else? ¿Qué más? Please, in this part, you have here, right? You have here, it's divided, right? Está dividido, you know, for example, you have here physically, yeah? You have here social skills. I'm gonna change the color for social skills, no? What else? And there it is the thinking skills. Yeah, for example, the thinking skills are here on this part, no? Okay, now it says improve time management skills. What else? ¿Qué más? Moisés, tell me now. Okay, what's the other thinking skills? ¿De qué manera más te ayuda? Okay, you say improve time management skills. What else? ¿Qué más?
Improve AG6 and increase hand-eye coordination.
Okay, yeah. You have here, you can tell that, right? También don't forget brains a great workout. No, brain's a great workout. Now, to think fast, no, make decisions quickly. No, players have to learn how to form strategies, no, to plan. Also are helping the student to improve math and reading skills. Those are the important parts when you talk about thinking skills. Ok, entonces, ¿qué podríamos mencionar aquí? ¿No? It says, think fast, pensar rápido. Yeah, it helps you on thinking fast. Yeah, we're gonna write here, think fast. What else? Let me see. What else do you have to consider in this part? I think it's too big. Yeah, there it is, think fast. What else? ¿Qué más? It says here, improve math and reading skills, right? You have to write here, improve math and reading skills, right? What about social skills? What do you think? What do you think about the social skills, students? It says, learn to work with a team. What else? In social skills, I'm gonna ask on this part, who didn't participate? So it is, I'm gonna ask another student who is here, I don't know. Hidalgo, a ver, Hidalgo Rosemary, tell me please, Hidalgo. Hidalgo, are you there? Hidalgo, hello.
Buenas tardes, profesor.
Okay, vamos, Hidalgo. Let's talk about social skills. What about social skills? What abilities? ¿Qué habilidades? For example, it says here, no? Learn to work with a team. Okay, what else? ¿Qué más?
No sé, profe.
What? Vamos, pero vamos aquí, Hidalgo. I want you to read this part. Aquí está todas las respuestas. A ver, vamos a leer video games. A ver. Hidalgo.
Ya, profesor.
Video games can also
Also,
bring students together
bring students together
and
and help them make friends in
player games
games. They move good player team
to achieve a goal.
for example, some games give players a chance to pay
Leaders
and increase
their
their confidence.
confidence. Excellent. Yeah. Thank you very much. And you have here the answer, no? Increase their confidence, no? Play with a team, no? Play with a team. Okay, now it's we can complete this, no? Or work with team. Yeah, here we have work with the team. To be leaders, no? To be leaders and increase their confidence. You can write here, no? Increase confidence. Yeah, this is another thing, no? Bring students together, no? This is the other, the first part, bring students together, no? There it is, you have here. About social skills. Now, what about physical skills? What do you think? What about physical skills? Who can tell me in this part? What do you think? Volunteers, physical skills. No one, nobody? Okay, I'm gonna ask here. Let me see who I'm gonna ask in this part. Let me see. Let me check. Yeah. Come on. Tell me about physical skills. What are the advantages?
Sorry, May can answer me again.
Yeah. What are
Repeat the question?
The physical skills that they achieve playing video games?
Update the nerves in the hand and arms.
Okay, yeah, but this according to the reading, the according reading.
May help to manage stress.
Oh, excellent. Right.
Improve eyesight and increase hand-eye coordination.
Very good. That's correct. No, you have here the information on this part. No, yes. Very good, Camones. Very good. No, help what? Manage stress. No, if you are stressful, you can play video game and you can get relaxed. Manage stress. What else? No, improve eyesight. Right? This. So, no, you say, donde pongo el ojo, pongo la bala. Eyesight. Right? Okay. I'm gonna change this. No, what else? Improve eyesight. And the last one is increase hand-eye coordination. Incrementar, right? Your hand-eye coordination. Okay. Yeah, those are the important things that you can achieve with this part. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this now. We have to continue to the next part, students. Let's erase this. Okay, and then let's go here. It says listening. It says, is home schooling for you? Oh my God, this is so important because you are in this kind of education. Ustedes están en este tipo de educación, right? Homeschooling. Is homeschooling for you? Listening. Listen to Julia and her parents discuss homeschooling. What do they like about it? And what are the challenges? Check the correct answer. You have here two persons, Julie and Julie's parents. No? What does Julie like? The classroom, the hour, the teacher. You have to check all that she liked. What about the challenges? Texting friends, not seeing friends, being real school, no? And now the advice. What is the advice? And finally, what about Julie's parents? What do they think? Teaching together, choosing the curriculum, working at home, scheduling, etc. You have to check, yeah? So pay attention now. I'm gonna play the listening for you. There it is, pay attention.
Page 11, Exercise 2, Listening. Is homeschooling for you?
So, Julie, you're a homeschooler.
That's right.
And how old are you?
I'm 15. Last year was my first year as a homeschooler. I just finished my first year of high school.
Yes, and you got excellent grades, didn't you, Julie?
Yeah, Mom.
We're very proud of our little girl.
So you like homeschooling, Julie?
For the most part. I really like my teachers.
Is there anything you find difficult or challenging?
Sure. Not seeing my friends in class. I see them after school, of course, and we talk on the phone and text each other, but I miss seeing them during the day.
What advice would you offer possible homeschoolers?
Advice? I think the most important thing is to remember your parent is your teacher. Don't think of your teacher as mom or dad. You have to separate that. Your teacher is Mr. or Mrs. Wallace, not mom or dad.
What do you like about homeschooling, Mr. and Mrs. Wallace? Whose idea was it?
Actually, it was Julie's idea, but we supported the idea 100%.
We like choosing the curriculum. We're allowed to teach what we find most important as a family.
So which one of you teaches Julie?
We both teach. We take turns. Some days I teach, and other days my wife teaches.
Is that challenging?
No, not really. But we need to know every school subject.
Right. We must be good at algebra, chemistry, history, geography, everything. It's not always easy to remember.
Any advice for students or parents who are thinking about homeschooling?
Oh, yes. For parents, take the time to do other things with your friends. You may find you spend all day working and teaching and forgetting other people in your life.
I agree. Don't forget your friends. It's important for Julie, but it's very important for us, too.
Thank you so much for your time. It's been an interesting discussion.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Actually, it's time for my algebra lesson. I have some questions for my parents. I mean, my teachers. So it was really nice.
Okay, now you have to tell me, please. Here you have, no? About Julie, and we have here the likes, the challenges, and the advice. What do you think are the likes? What about the likes? What do you think? A ver, Veraun, tell me please, Veraun, what are about the advice? Oh, sorry, the likes, about Julie's likes. Silvana, what does she like? The classroom, the hours, the teachers, what does she like?
The teachers.
Oh, excellent. That's correct. No, the teachers. And what about the challenges? What are the challenges? Texting friends, not seeing friends in class, being in a real school. What do you think? What about the challenges? Any ideas? No ideas about the challenges? Texting friends? Really? It's relative to friends. De hecho, es relative to friends. Es relativo a los friends. But not exactly texting friends, you know? Not seeing friends in class. That's the challenge, right? El no poder ver a los friends in class. Yeah? You remember, this is homeschooling. What is a homeschooling? Es un programa que se ve en Estados Unidos que los chicos no van a la escuela, se quedan en casa y quienes enseñan, los parents, los padres, son los que se encargan de educarlos. ¿Ok? Yeah? Now, the advice. What is the advice? What's the advice? What's the advice that Julie says? What do you think? What do you think? What's the advice? Sanchez, what's the advice? What is Julie's advice? ¿Cuál es el advice de Julie? You don't know? Torres, what's Julie's advice? Daniela, did you listen? You didn't listen? Antonio, Hidalgo, Pajares, Santiago, Ventura, Camila. What is Julie's advice? What do you think?
Teacher, repeat me the question, please.
Okay. What is Julie's advice? ¿Qué es lo que recomienda Julie when you are in homeschooling? What's the advice?
I don't hear.
Don't remember?
Don't really good the audio.
But she said something relative to parents. She said, remember, your parents are your teachers. No, remember, don't forget. Remember that.
It's for the connection.
Yeah, no problem. Your parents are your teachers. You have to see your parents as your teachers. Tienes que ver a tus padres como teachers, no como parents, no? Remember that your parents are your teachers. Now, let's talk about Julie's parents. What did they say about likes? What did they like about homeschooling? Do you know, Camila? Do you know what is Julie's parents like about homeschooling? Teaching together, choosing a school curriculum, working at home. What do you think? What do you think, Sanchez? What's the answer, Sanchez, about likes of Julie's parents? What do you think, Sanchez? What do you think? Or maybe Moises, I don't know, or maybe Torres, or maybe Beraun, Kelly, maybe Adriana. What do you think? What about Julie's parents feel, or what are the likes? What do they like about homeschooling? Don't remember? They say that they like choosing the curriculum. Yeah, they like to do that, no? Choosing the curriculum. What about the challenge? What are the challenge for the parents? Scheduling, giving grades, or knowing every subject? What do you think? What did the parents say? What did the parents say about that? Oh, they say that the challenges for them are to knowing every subject, no? Algebra, chemistry, no? Physics. They have to know all the subjects. Yeah, that's a challenge. They have to prepare, no? And then, what is the parents' advice? ¿Cuál es el advice de los parents? What do you think? What is the parents' advice? Did you know? Did you listen? Did you listen about the parents' advice? What do you think? What do you think? Nobody listened about that? There's something really easy, no? They said something about friends, no? You know that friends are important. Friends are important, for example, for students, and friends are important for parents too, no? It's important for them. Now, you have to remember that. Don't forget friends, ¿no? You know that you are not going to have enough time. Seguramente los parents no van a tener mucho tiempo, pero don't forget friends. Yeah, I'm going to write here, don't forget. Don't forget friends, because friends are important, right? Now, let's see. It says, listen again, what advice Julie and her parents give to people considering homeschooling? Yeah, we did this, right? We did this, okay? Now, we have here something. It says distance education. Please, Camila, you are gonna read this paragraph, okay?
This distance education is a type of education where students work on their own at home and communicate with teachers and other students using emails, message boards, instant messaging, video chats, and other forms of computer-based communication.
Okay, that's right. Thank you very much, Camila. No? Okay, here we have some definition about distant education. No? We have a list of advantages and disadvantages. There are some advantages and there are some disadvantages of distant education. Now, it says, do you think learning English by distant education is a good idea or a bad idea? Write a paragraph, explain your opinion, use part A as a model. Okay, This part, advantages of distant education. Please, you're gonna read this part. I'm gonna ask Ventura, please. Okay, Ventura, read this part. Advantages.
And the ahead of this the
Repeat, advantages.
of the advantages
Mhm.
of distance education.
Excellent, continue.
I think
I think
learning
English.
in distance education is a very good idea. There are my advantages. For example, students can work at
In their
their
own speed.
own speed.
This is
It
good.
is good for people with full-time jobs or people who can go to regular class.
Okay, thank you very much. Here we have some advantages and disadvantages, right? About learning English on distance, right? This is especially for students. For example, it's gonna allow the students to work at their own speed, right? And says that it's a good idea for people with full-time jobs, ¿no? Hay personas que trabajan full-time, pero pueden darse un tiempo for distant education. Yeah, and now there it has some disadvantages too, right? It depends on the people. Okay, here we have different things to talk about advantages and disadvantages. Now, for example, it says, what are the advantages of disadvantages of this type of learning? Discuss your ideas. For example, large classes, no? You have disadvantages in large classes. Can you imagine tener una clase grande de 50 students, de 60 students? It has some disadvantages, no? And maybe some advantages too. The same thing happens with the small classes, no? It has some advantages. Maybe you can learn more, no? Or it's gonna be easy to interact with the teacher, no? Puede ser un advantage. Puedes interactuar fácilmente con the teachers, right? What about private lessons with a tutor? Yeah, this could be, it could have advantages and disadvantages, right? For example, you can learn at your own speed. Puedes aprender a tu propia velocidad, a tu propio ritmo, right? You can learn at your own speed. What about online learning? It could have advantages and disadvantages. What could be the advantages, no? That you can manage your schedule, ¿no? Puedes ordenar tu horario. And you can have online classes. Studying abroad. What is abroad? El extranjero, ¿no? Studying abroad, yeah, it has some advantages. And disadvantages too, ¿no? De pronto disadvantage, que puedes estar away from your family, lejos de tu familia, ¿no? Or your friends sometimes. What about watching movies in English? Yeah, it has some advantages. If you watch movies in English, you can improve your listening skills, okay? Well, now students, I'm gonna assign you a homework. Ahora les vamos a dejar un homework. It's gonna be easy. Yeah, this is gonna be for you. Now you are gonna do this page, yeah? Page number 8. Esto les va a quedar como homework. ¿Qué es lo que van a hacer? Simplemente read the article, answer the question. Vamos a leer las preguntas que tenemos aquí y vamos a responder. ¿Ok? Sí, lógicamente tienen que leer el artículo que tenemos aquí, ¿no? Work Study Programs in High School. Luego, ¿qué es lo que van a tener que hacer en la segunda parte? Read the text again, de ser posible van a volver a leer y luego van a tener que escribir T for true, que es verdadero, F for false, si es falso, ¿ya? O si no, van a tener que escribir NI, que es no information, si es que esta oración que te muestra aquí, ¿ya? No es mencionado pues en el artículo, ¿no? For example, says work study programs started in the United States. De acuerdo al artículo, esto no se ha mencionado. Entonces, de igual manera, leemos todas las demás oraciones y completamos. True for verdadero, F for false, NI, no information, si no lo menciona. Okay, well, students, we must stop on this part. Just want to say thank you very much. See you the next class. Goodbye to everyone. Bye-bye, students. Have a nice weekend.